When it comes to making a choice about your future career, it can be a bit overwhelming. There's a lot of information out there and you're expected to gather all of that information together, organise it, make sense of it, and then use it to make really important decisions like choosing your options, whatever stage of education that you're at. It can even feel impossible because you don't actually know where to begin. So, it might reassure you to know that most students your age don't actually know yet what job they want to do when they leave school, and that is perfectly okay. In fact, most adults that we asked didn't know what job they wanted to do when they were at school, and most of them ended up in the career that they're in today because they took advantage of a series of opportunities that they couldn't possibly have predicted were going to happen to them. So, it might sound a bit strange, but the goal of careers education isn't for you to decide exactly what job you want to do when you leave school and then plan out this perfect pathway in order to get there. The goal of careers education is for you to prepare to take advantage of these great opportunities when they do come along. If you do know what you want to do when you leave school, then that's great. But it's still really useful for you to keep your options open and to explore other options and just to make sure that you've got a plan B in place. So, with all this in mind, how do you prepare yourself for opportunities that don't even exist yet? To do this, we'll need to answer 3 really important questions. The first question is, who am I? So what this means is, before you start thinking about all of the weird and wonderful job and education opportunities that are out there, you need to think about your own personality, what sort of person you are, what your skills are, and what you're good at. After this, you can start thinking about what's out there, and by answering that question, you do all the research that you can into the jobs that people do and the education routes that are available. That's when you start thinking about the final question, which is, how do I get there? So that means you can join up the first 2 questions and start thinking about how your personality is matched to certain opportunities and how you can take advantage of these opportunities when they do come along. So this module is focusing on the first question, which is, who am I? So basically, what makes you, you? And you'll be using the parts of START that help you to think about your own personality and what you're good at and what your skills and interests are. START's got all the information that you need in one place, but most importantly, it helps you to make sense of that information based on your personality and your unique situation. And now we've said you probably won't be ready yet to make a decision about your future job, but you're very likely to make a decision very soon about your next education steps. And you can't know exactly what the future will bring, but what you can do is be as prepared as possible to take advantage of the opportunities that come along and to make the most of your skills and abilities. Now you've watched this video, before your first lesson, do as much research as you can into the topic of self-awareness by answering the question, who am I? In your first lesson, you'll be discussing how important it is to know about your strengths and weaknesses when it comes to thinking about jobs in the future. And obviously, the more research that you do, the better prepared you'll be to make good choices. So, good luck!